Hey y'all, happy Sunday fun day. Okay, so this is something I'm going to be doing every Sunday, so hold me to it, you guys. These messages will most likely be posted like early Saturday morning, well, early Sunday morning, like Saturday night, Sunday morning, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that, 5 a.m., something really early, okay? So Spirit was like, okay, this is Sunday is just a day that should just be for you and for yourself, for, self with rejuvenate. Oh my gosh, self rejuvenation. So, and just when I was doing just like a little bit more research on Sunday, I saw that Sunday was just such a powerful day. So positive. It's just a day that you can really, but really just on this day, you should just focus more on yourself and, um, pleasing yourself, just doing something for yourself. So Spirit was telling me these messages would just be for you, okay? So every Sunday when you come to these videos, just look out for a message that's just for you, okay? Now these are still general readings. This is still a general message, so some Sundays maybe not, the message just might not be for you, okay? So, whatever you guys need, whatever you need to, have a Sunday fun day or whatever, hopefully it will come out in this message. So, whatever you just need, Spirit is just like, whatever you need a message from us, something right now, something, whatever you're going through right now, and you especially need this to start off your day, then hey, look to this message for that, because it's just going to be for you, okay? Whatever you need, like some type of encouragement or whatever. I don't know what's going to come out in these cards, okay? So what else was I about to say? Also, we're going to have a word of the day, okay? You might have already been led to your cards, but I'm going to give these cards names, and these names will be your word of the day, okay? So I thought of this one to be purple. Yes, the color purple. This one, rejuvenating. And this one to be, I forgot what I had this one to be. Oh, sun. Yes, sun, the word sun. Okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say this too, you guys. So, yeah, if you don't feel like hearing me talk, then go to the timestamps. But I wanted to say how a long time ago, ever since I got this, doesn't have to be a religious thing. I just want to stress this out. If you are religious, then, do what you've been doing on Sundays, and just add this or whatever you want to do. You don't have to. But I want to make sure and stress that this doesn't have to be a religious thing or a religious message, but we do things, all things spiritual on this channel. It doesn't even have to be a spiritual message either, something, but pretty much everything, even if you don't think it's spiritual, anything that's going to make you happy is somewhat of the spirit and spiritual. But anyways, so but a long time ago, when I was in the religion, Christianity, and I used to go to church on Sundays, even when I got out of that religion, all the way up to today, it's been like years ago now, but every Sunday Spirit would still wake me up, and I would just listen to someone spiritual, and it would feel just like I had that Sunday sermon. Of course it will be on different topics now, and I have a different spiritual journey now. I don't believe the same anymore, but Spirit was also saying, let this day just be your day. Like I said, these messages will be just all for you, okay? So let this day just be about you and your day. Find something to do for yourself on today. So I made Sunday to be my fun day a long time ago, and even though I don't get around to doing that all the time, Spirit is like, okay, some of you guys just need a day. You need a day set out for yourself. So why don't it be Sunday? It's not like anything is open anyway. So, and so, I mean, it's a very positive day anyway. So it's the beginning of the week. So let's go. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, for those of you who like the word purple, here are your cards. So, you guys, it's funny I have all this orange energy here with this orange satin spar right here, and this is the orange chakra, and I'm immediately drawn to this, even though your word is purple. But I was going to say something about the word purple, okay? Because purple is, immediately I thought about the meaning for it means royalty, one meaning, and it's also a very spiritual word. Also, it's definitely connected to the third eye chakra, just like this purple amethyst right here, and it definitely symbolizes wisdom, but it's really just a powerful color for you to just maybe wear more of, to feel more powerful, to feel more confident of, to treat yourself like royalty, okay? And that's definitely what I'm getting when I'm looking at these cards. But when it comes to this right here, since this sacral chakra card come out, it is the orange one, and it's really for spirit is saying unblock this chakra or work on this chakra, because when you have a weak sacral chakra, it could mean that you have some codependency issues going on. It's kind of like, this is funny because I was just talking to someone about this last night, and I was like, sometimes people start to depend on people who is going to feed them some type of people who they know is going to be there for them, or people who they know kind of like easy targets, okay? So it's not that they will go to like a friend or someone who's going to give them wisdom. They actually kind of go to someone who is going to just let them just like pour their baggage on them and not feed them anything, because they're just kind of like codependent. And so if you find yourself doing this, make sure you go to someone who can give you some good sound wisdom, some good advice, not someone that's just going to and I'm not just talking about venting. I'm just talking about someone that is just going to kind of like pacify you. You know what I'm saying? Like someone who's going to have a pity party with you, or who's just going to, pacify you and just tell you good things. Because there's a difference in encouraging and someone that's just going to tell you just a bunch of stuff that's irrelevant and that don't even matter, okay? So when you have a weak sacral chakra, what else? I'm trying to remember some things about the sacral chakra, because I was just looking at my chakras, and the orange chakra is not one that I usually have to work on, but I have definitely before. And here lately I checked my sacral chakra and it was all good. But I'm trying to remember what else, because I definitely had to go through that, but I can't think right now. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere if I need to. But definitely Spirit is also saying to work on your confidence. Just treat yourself like royalty, especially on Sundays. Do that, or just find a day out for you if it can't be a Sunday. Treat yourself like royalty and just be more, stand up for yourself, okay? Spirit is like, this is you. You know this is you. You know you're a strong, powerful being. So be there. You see how she just looks like she's just standing her ground, Then I just feel like some of you guys have been in situations here lately where you kind of just like got into this like rut, and it has caused you to just not be your normal self and not just depend on your own wisdom or higher wisdom. You just kind of like started to probably just like started to call that old friend that don't mean you any good, and that's just going to just really not be the spiritual enlightenment that you really need for this situation, especially if you guys are in like a real spiritual situation that really needs attention, okay? Because that's what I really feel. But this is you, beautiful person you are, and you know how. And don't we all go through that? I know I do. You know how to be strong. You know how to stand on your own 2 feet and not be dependent on anybody. But sometimes we go to that place where it's kind of like you just feel like I don't even want to try anymore. Like I want my mother, and you kind of feel like that. Like I want my mommy. And there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes we just get tired and then we just go back to those people who are just going to allow us to just like, sit in our pity parties. And you guys, I would say that's cool for a little while, but really, it's sometimes we have to come out of that, and we cannot be, oh, I was about to say we can't indulge in those things. And that's another thing. When you have a weak sacral chakra, then you kind of like indulge in certain things too, certain things that you know that are bad for you. Sometimes, especially with the sacral chakra, is sex, or sometimes it's the opposite. You kind of like hold from sex, and a lot of times when people withhold from sex, they be a weak sacral chakra. Okay, so you guys work on that. I was looking at this number 22, and it's funny, when I started the video it was 1222. So I felt like that number was going to be significant, and wow, the first card is number 22. Maybe you guys' life path is 22. Maybe you see 22 all the time. It's a very intuitive number. It's a very positive number. So continue to stay positive, because the twos always tell you to stay positive, okay? Maybe you have characteristics of a number 22. If you're not a 22 life path, the number 22 is the master builder. You can literally make something out of nothing. A lot of people depend on you. And so maybe that's it too. Maybe you're saying, like, I don't want to be that one all the time. And that's all well and good. I understand that too. But you know what? After you've, cried, and after you've had like a little pity party, it's okay sometimes. Then that's when you have to just get up. You really cannot go back to those things that no longer serve you. Friends that are not really spiritual, just friends that are just going to like feed you a whole bunch of crap, and that you're more enlightened than that now. That you're more enlightened than that. You're supposed to be showing people, you're supposed to be helping those type of people, not them helping you. And that you just wanted a break. It's all good, I understand. So this was just your special message for you. Take that word purple with you today, and remember to treat yourself like royalty, and you are royalty. Be like a queen, be like a king, and say, what? Like I said, sometimes you have to stand up for yourself for whatever situation you're in, and be like, what? This is who I really am. I really am bigger than this situation. I really am like a queen or a king in this situation, and I'm going to stand up for myself. And you guys are just not on my level, and you have to tell people that, because sometimes people are not on your level, okay? And you guys know that. You guys know that. So have a good rest of your day, okay? So that is all, you guys. Continue to come across and subscribe. Bye. For those of you who are led to the word rejuvenate, let this be your word for the day, okay? So right off, the bat, like Spirit was saying that, these are messages for you. What do you need? And Spirit is like, for you, just take care of yourself, okay? Spirit is like, this is what I'm hearing. This is the crown chakra card. Spirit is like, you've done enough of this. You've done enough of putting out and being this enlightenment for everybody else. Now, enlighten yourself. If you want to let this day be a spiritual day, you should, because spiritual is really saying that today can be a spiritual day for you, or just find that spiritual day. It doesn't have to be today. Just find that day to really put back into yourself, put energy back into yourself, because you put a lot out into other people. Now put that back into yourself, okay? And especially when I'm looking at this card, definitely just it's not really saying take care of yourself more. It's just saying to take care of yourself, to treat yourself better for on a day like today, or find a day like today to really treat yourself, to go out of your way for yourself. Sometimes we don't do that. We would gladly go out of our way for other people, but we don't go all out of our way for ourselves. We don't travel all across the town for ourselves, do we? We don't spend our last on ourselves, do we? Wow, I receive that. Sometimes I don't know what I'm saying until it comes out, and then I'm like, okay, I receive that, and I wasn't led to any of these cards. But definitely rejuvenate yourself. That's all Spirit is saying. Put back into yourself. If you would spend your last, like I tell people sometimes, like, sow a seed back into yourself, because we're always trying to bless other people, but you've done that spiritual work too. Bless yourself, and it would be the same thing. You are special too. You're good ground too. And you have to put that energy back into yourself sometimes too. So if you're trying to think of somebody to sow into, if you're trying to, sow into a spiritual channel that has helped you, that is all well and good. Sow into Gabrielle.Ether's channel. No, I'm just playing. You guys know I have to put that in there. But the thing is, sow back into yourself. If you're trying to do that, no, sow back into you, into yourself sometimes. And then that blessing will come back on you, will still come back to you. You'll still get that blessing that maybe you thought you was gonna get because you were, planting seeds in good ground. You're good ground too. Sometimes you just have to put back into yourself. I guess that's why this word was rejuvenate. You just have to put it back into yourself. Carry that with you for the rest of the day, okay? And however long you want to rejuvenate, enlighten yourself now. Spirit is saying, especially you need a day to take care of yourself, and you also need a spiritual day, okay? Two separately different days, or two of the same days, just looking at this orange and purple with this orange satin spar here and this amethyst. So definitely amethyst is good for the third eye chakra, but for the crown chakra, I use this, you guys. I use this satin spar. So this is like a orange satin spar. Could be good for that too, or can be good for the orange chakra, but I'm not led to tell you guys anything about the orange chakra. But that's all, you guys. Continue to come grow to me, subscribe. Bye. Okay, for those of you who relate to the word sun, I see why sun was here now, because the sun can provide you guys so much nutrients if you just stand out in it. When they say don't sit in the sun long, it's really not the truth. Certain times of the day though is when it's best to go out to it, because you can actually gaze up to the sun and look at the sun at certain times of the day. But we need that vitamin D, and we need that wisdom that the sun can bring down in on us. You guys, you can literally look up at the sun when you need certain wisdom, and like the sun will like literally help you obtain that wisdom. Okay, it will literally just help you like sort through those many thoughts that you have and give you an answer. Okay, so, and that's just something that I heard someone say they do that all the time and it works for them, and I've done it once and it worked greatly. Okay, but spirit is like, this message is for you, and spirit is like, you need to take more of a holistic approach on things. And the thing is, I feel like you know that, but when you get an ache in your body, you run to the medicine cabinet, you run to the chemicals. And it's like when it comes to your food, oh my gosh, am I talking to myself? When it comes to the food, like I said, you know this, so it's not like you're not doing it. It's not like you don't have, good intentions, but you definitely need to take more of a holistic approach. And if it's easier for you to let that be Sunday, or just find a day of the week you can do that on, then you should, because Spirit's like, okay, these messages, this is just a message that needs to be for you, and what do you need? And Spirit is like, yeah, you need to take a more holistic approach. It's kind of affecting your fertility and your creativity. For some of you guys, the way you're eating, like Spirit is saying, you know that you need to do this. This is also the card for the heart chakra also. Okay, but I'm not getting, all the cards has chakras on it. I'm really not getting anything when it comes to the heart chakra though. Not right now. It's a lot of green energy though. So receive that for money, because I'm looking at my nails. Receive that for money, and receive that for holistic. And I'm looking at this wholeness card here. But I'm really not picking up anything for your heart chakra. So I think you're good with the heart chakra. But if that resonates with you, then hey, work on that. The Spirit is saying this is really affecting your creativity and your fertility. And this is what Spirit is meaning when Spirit is saying that when it comes to your fertility, it just means growth. Okay, for some of you guys, it's kind of literal. It means that since you're not eating right, it's something that you're eating that's preventing you from having children, or something that you're doing. Okay, and if you have fertility issues, you can change that just by eating right, eating more holistic, eating foods that are from the earth. Okay, and also Spirit is saying this is you need to eat foods that vibrate more higher, because it's affecting your growth. Okay, because sometimes we literally cannot hear as we should when it comes to intuition, and when it comes to your sight, even literally your sight. If you eat better, your sight can get better. I've seen people totally turn that around. I need to do that for myself. Probably why I've been eating so many carrots lately, because I heard carrots are good for that. But find the real carrots, not the orange ones that they have in the stores, okay? But anyways, you guys, definitely it's affecting your growth when it comes to your sight, intuitively and naturally, because the foods that you're eating are just not, they don't vibrate high. They're not under a high frequency, okay? So that's definitely what foods can do for you. When you eat more holistically, you won't be, if you guys feel yourself being sad all the time, certain foods will lift you up, more permanently, and not just like comfort foods like pizzas and stuff like that. But unless you make you a good healthy pizza, or like burgers or fries or something like that. You guys know what I mean. And so, like Spirit was saying at the beginning, and I need to get back to this because I got off the subject, but what else is new? That when you're feeling bad, you just reach in a medicine cabinet and get you out some of those chemicals. Or when you want something quick to eat, you just reach in the cabinet and you get you out some of those chemicals, processed foods. I know I do that. Even though I'm vegan, I will still go and get me some of that processed food that I know that is not healthy, okay? It's vegan processed food, but I know it's not healthy. And Spirit has been having me cook more here lately, so some of you guys might need to cook more. And I don't like to cook, okay? That's just not going to be me. I'm not going to be the one that likes to cook, but I have to. And I've been cooking like either every day, every other day, or whatever, so I don't really have a problem with it because I have to eat. But definitely Spirit is saying, for this message, Spirit's like, okay, this message is all about you, so definitely eat better. This is all about eating better and taking more of a holistic approach, okay? Even when it comes to the things that you put in your hair, the things that, and I'm not even talking about colors, and I want to be specific with that because I don't even know why this came to me. Because you guys know I like my colors, but this is definitely not even about me. But all of a sudden I just heard colors. It's not about colors, because you can definitely find more safer colors to put in your hair, because especially when it comes to coloring your hair, you guys, and you are a creative. I'm definitely talking to some creative people. It's just another way for you to be creative. When you're a creative person, you find all types of ways to be creative, and you just cannot help yourself. So if you need to draw on your face, if you need to draw on your body, you can't help yourself. Maybe you make bad decisions sometimes when it comes to that, but when you are creative, you find ways to express yourself, okay? So it's not just about the certain colors. If you guys have been thinking about that, it's just more of a holistic approach, when it comes to your medicines, and even when it comes to, like I said, what you put in your hair, and what you put on your body, what you clean your body with. Like, all of my soaps are natural, you guys. All of my shampoos and conditioners are natural. All of my medicines are natural. Yeah, but when I have a toothache, Spirit is going to have to work on me with that, because I am popping the ibuprofen, okay? And I try to go the natural way. And for those of you who have toothaches, try, if it's real bad, you can even do salt and pepper, okay? And it will take it away, unless it's just like so bad, like the type of toothaches I get sometimes are so bad, salt and pepper is not going to work. But salt and pepper does work for some pretty bad toothaches though. So I just want to tell you guys that. And like I said, this is really affecting your the foods that you're eating, and the chemicals that you're putting into your body is really affecting your fertility and creativity. So maybe you guys haven't been able to create the way you will usually create when it comes to anything in your life, okay? So that is all, you guys. That is the message that I have for you. This is your Sunday Fun Day message. Remember to take this day, you guys. Go out and have some fun. Do something good, something fun for yourself, Take care of yourself. And that is all, you guys. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe. Bye.